There's naught we'd like more than to ease the hearts of the fine people of Atheris, and learn more about them while we're at it. Yay! Let's go.
Full glad am I to hear it. Gather thy companions and bring them hither. Oh, my little operates!
Look at them all.
Everything's coming together, boys. Everything's gonna be alright, man. The Lockritz are here.
Living way. Hi.
Phew! Oh, finally some rest.
For you!
I haven't spoken so much in, well,
Forever.
in forever.
Lively, isn't it? The town is abuzz. Everyone eager to meet with our friends from the moon.
It wouldn't be, to be fair. I can't even imagine the reaction of
to
this.
consult with Sleeping Way. As our moon's pilot, his advice should be most pertinent.
He's the pilot?
I'm
Fucking
impressed.
Sleeping with.
Truth be told, I struggle to tell one from another. No offense intended, of course.
We had to spend some time,
Well
though.
taken. After you and your friends left Mare Elementorum, we spent no small amount of time with your Urianger. Oh, the conversations we had. He told us all about Atheris, answered our every question, no matter how trifling or trivial.
Sounds like Urianger.
Look, every page filled to the margins with knowledge.
Yay.
When I
And it's
first
not all
arrived,
about
I was
carrots.
struck by how little I knew. It was daunting. But then I realized that were it not for Urianger and his teachings, we'd still be stuck on the moon.
What would they think if they could see Urianger now? I dare say they'd be more than a bit surprised. And impressed, no doubt. Master Louisoix, Minfilia, Papalimo, and not to forget,
Moenbryda.
Never forget moenbryda, mate.
No.
Oh there. Heard there was a visiting expert who we might bother with a few questions.
Who's this? Do you recognize them?
I was thinking Moenbryda's father.
Oh.
Is it?
Yes, I am.
Oh, must be. That looked just like moenbryda. Looked very similar to her on the...
Wilson and Blovida.
Yeah.
Charlian's foremost researchers in the field of teleportation magic.
Yeah, both the
And
parents.
Moonbriel's parents.
Oh, man.
It hath been some time. 'Tis good to see you in good health.
Likewise, old friend. Blovida and I were most honored to answer the call. Never expected this reunion, though, did we, dear?
Yeah, looks just like her.
The nerve. Sending that letter, then running off to the gods know where.
Yeah, we knew this, didn't he? He told us. Oh!
Do you have any idea how worried we were?
I'm sorry. 'Twas remiss of me not to deliver the news in person. No, more than that. 'Twas I who...
Our daughter was disillusioned after Master Louisoix left her behind. The day the scions called upon her was the happiest I'd seen her in years. She made her every choice of her own free will. No one could have ever forced her to do otherwise. Don't blame yourself for her death. Celebrate her life. You know that's what she'd want.
If there is one thing we resent you for, it was that we could not be there to mourn her with you. Reading the words you penned in that shaky hand, we must have cried as much for you as we did for her.
Oh.
God.
I'm sorry. I truly, truly am.
Oh, God. And he was
I
so
knew
scared
not
about
to
this,
say.
you know?
knew not how to express my feelings. The poems and platitudes of wiser men, musings on sadness and loss, studied and memorized, and meaningless in the moment.
Silly boy. We are all powerless before such grief. Even now, try as I might, the words escape me. But in our hearts, we know. We always know.
Man. Well, the Loprits are getting a lesson or two, Anne. I'll go send the Loprit looks.
I know.
I remember
No,
when you were
cute.
young,
I think my camera might be
how the
blocking.
lads teased you for choosing the company of books over others. Our moon didn't take kindly to that. Be nice to Urianger, she'd shout, and give them a walloping. No matter how many times we scolded her.
So we offered a suggestion. Rather than starting fights, why don't you be the bridge between Urianger and the others? She had to mull it over for a while, arms crossed, brow furrowed in intense thought. But from that day on, she never let you be alone. She'd drag you outside to play, pepper you with endless questions, read the same books you read, all to try and understand you that much better. I'm sure it was annoying and exhausting at the time, but she only ever had the best of intentions.
And look at you now, at the center of the crowd. The reason there even is a crowd, having brought these people together. You've no idea how proud we are.
To see the boy, our daughter, trusted and believed in more than anyone, grow into the man she always knew he could be. I can see her in you too. Feel her. She walks with you wheresoever you go. So thank you, Urianger, for being who you are.
I think I can feel her too.
God damn it. It's gonna be sweating.
Of her life.
Loprit looking happy
What
as
sorrow.
fuck. Loprit's learning all kinds about mankind, you know?
Yeah.
As if we're getting this. We're getting to see her now, she's smiling.
This moenbryda. She was important to him, wasn't she?
Seeing off from moenbryda like 4 expansions later, you know?
You could ask
Yeah.
the man himself.
And it still hates. That's the craziest. Man.
Oh, no. But watching this exchange reminds me how much I've yet to learn about your world. And its people.
You can live here your entire life and hardly learn a thing.
Plenty of people do that.
And that's why it's too soon for this to end.
Oh my god, dude. Jesus Christ, I didn't expect that coming like 5 minutes into our PlayStation, Sophie.
I wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't ready, man. Oh my goodness. Oi, 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 oi. Yeah, thank you, meat. Let's see what the Loprits thought of all that. I fucking knew it, man. Get the guy out, man. Get the guy out. Thank you. Remember me to invite Urianger for a drink. We have a moment to breathe. How long would you for one? We can raise a glass to moenbryda. Yeah, that's what you do, man. It's like a 4 expansions late wake that we're holding right here, man, you know? Cooking me, goodness me, I felt like there was too little time to pull. There's so many people to talk to, so many things to lay. That little jingle that the Loprits do, man. The little dance. They all doing it. Oh, Alexa, be sure that I'm fine. I am. Oh, glad to see them too, after so very long. Glad still that was in your company. As difficult as it was to accept their kindness, it would have been far harder had I faced them alone. If thou art needed elsewhere, do not let me detain thee. As a matter of fact, I was hoping you might check on Alice. As I saw, she was struggling to carry an enormous pile of boxes at the west gate.
Oh, there she is. Alice! Alice!
Looking at the boxes intently. Oh, there's something in there.
Oh, it's that thing! Can you remember when we first showed up here and we saw something in the box when we were talking about putting Crilly in a box to go into down here?
And what was in there though?
We don't know. Someone was talking about it and it was squealing like exactly the same thing like that.
Oh, yeah. I remember now. He was like, whoa.
Lannis, what are you doing out here? I came to help you.
Don't tell her Thancred sent us.
No, I don't mind if you help with the boxes, but it's far from the most exciting of tasks. Are you sure?
You got nothing else
Lie.
to do. Oh, you have 3 minutes to do it.
Going. Okay, get off your ass. Help.
You couldn't forget about me, sister. Oh, I'm just guarding the boxes that are already here. Oh, you're helping with the crates. Wonderful. You can put that there, and with the others. Yes, you have my gratitude. But how did you come to be involved in this? Maybe he brought those ones there by himself, you know.
They're bigger than him.
Ah, then I suppose I have Thancred to thank as well. What the hell was that? Oh, it's the thing in the box. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh. Okay,
That should be everything, Sophie.
That should be everything.
Okay, Alice. You carried all of that at once? You trying to injure yourself? She's making all kinds of gains, man.
Oh, hush. They're lighter than they look. And not everyone has your delicate arms. We return, with not a scrap of paperwork remaining on our persons, you will note.
You both have my thanks, and my apologies for sending you on an errand far below your ambitions. Why, even as a babe, you struggled out of your swaddling clothes and...
That's quite enough of that, thank you. It was comprising stories of our parents that we'd asked to hear.
Compromising.
To reiterate. Oh yeah, compromising stories.
You got fuming, she looks. No. Of course. I've known your father for so long, I must have something. God's no Fourchenault's a cranky old goat, so I'm sure you butt heads often enough. Yet even so, you must know that you are constantly in his thoughts, every moment of every day, and that is not an exaggeration in the slightest. You should have seen him when you were born. Barely recognizable he was, the kind of dumbfounded grin I'd not seen since he first took a fancy to your mother. He was practically skipping when he told me the news.
Aww.
I can't even imagine Fourchenault being like that, you know.
Skipping.
Take my word for it. He loves you to an embarrassing degree. But he is also frustratingly single-minded. Once he's decided that a given action is for the best, he will stay the course no matter who or what opposes him. Thank you for your insight. When we next meet our parents, I shall mention that we spoke. Trying to get me into too much trouble now. Need the forum on my side. Speaking of which, I have to be getting back to work. I have to make sure those specimens you brought make it to the proper places, or the cranky old goat will have my hide. I can speak again later. Man, all I want is for us to be in the goddamn spaceship, man, having a cup of tea, looking out the window. Even if it's only like a 5-minute little scene,
Why
you know.
would we be on this hill? You three.
Because we needed to get back to the moon.
Oh, Graha. I know, but we're supposed to be going for Meteor. Graha. Surely Kokol hasn't driven you out of the forge already?
Oh, for better or worse, no. However, he has sent me a task that requires more than my single pair of hands. Here you are. Fortunately, Alice and I have prior commitments. We have delayed too long as it is.
What about you, Kalanis? Can you spare time?
Oh, look at us in sync. I expect Kokol will have seen the difference in his forge flames by the time I return. Since I have you, there was another matter I thought to discuss with you. Part of this I shared with everyone, yet you and only you have been to Elpis. Okay,
Right. What about it?
As we have established, refined adamantite is a product of Alag, of the Empire's twilight years, in fact. It was a material which saw much use as part of the Alliance's efforts to extend beyond the bounds of this world. Dalamud, of course, being the most prominent. Those who would push further, expand Alag's empire to encompass the heavens and the stars above. Perhaps the greatest was its infamous technologist Amon. Yeah, I thought this was going to come up. Or Amon, isn't it?
Did he remember his life as Hermes?
I mean, I'd like to say that anyway, just to see what he says, but surely not.
I'll go with the top one. Maybe.
Not sure. Oh, he did. Despite his own reasons, however, there is no evidence to suggest that he retained memories of his life as an ancient. Yeah. He only joined the Essenes once the Empire was all but dust, as you know. I've not his memory, though, what drove him to pursue the idea with such fervor. Makes him far-fetched, but what if souls like mine have a personality, so to speak? Yeah, a natural disposition towards which they are inclined. It's like an echo of the former selves, even if they don't, like, consciously understand it, you know? We know with relative certainty that it was the gross decadence and inexorable decline of Alec that moved Amon to resurrect Empress Zande. In facilitating Zande's return, Amon provided these languid souls with the means to free themselves from the mire of their own indolence, or would have. Had not Zande been convinced by his own death that life itself was meaningless. Yeah, because Zande was resurrected, wasn't he? He was all fucking crazy when he came back. Amon's desire for his countrymen to conquer the heavens could only be a means to the same end, to instill the people with a new purpose. Like Hermes before him, Amon was appalled by how those around him lived. He could never bring himself to believe that those lives were devoid of meaning. Well, and both of them sought that meaning, that hope in the distant stars. Such is my theory, anyway. There's got to be something to it, hasn't there? Like the carryover. Because, I mean, all of the previous Azems as well, and like our Azem, you know, was renowned for his insane journeys all over the world and the things he got himself into, you know?
Yeah.
Like trying to help others and stuff, so it's like, maybe there's like a sliver of that lives on subconsciously in us, you know?
Ah,
Alrighty.
had a feeling we might find you all here.
Oh, you've been out for a bevy.
Our
Urianger.
consultations with the Loperates, too, have run their course. Pleased I am to say that our researchers' concerns have for the most part been allayed, though some insist on making adjustments to the very end. For their part, Livingway and her peers have graciously offered to stay and keep the people company.
Damn, they're gonna hang back.
All that remains is to wait for the refined adamantite.
Oh.
Alphino, are you there? It's me,
Quilly!
It's me,
Your
Quilly.
special delivery has arrived. Round up everyone and come to the harbour at once.
Woohoo!
Oh my gosh. Oi.
Forgive the intrusion, Master Fourchenault. I bring urgent news. A great commotion has broken out in Scholar's Harbour. Your presence is requested, with all speed.
What? Wasn't that just where we were going? To pick up...
To the harbour, right?
Yeah?
Half expecting Xenos to just explode out of the box of adamantite, you know. I have gorged on the adamantite.
Now, where might this delivery be? Oh.
That's a lot of boxes.
Holy shit.
Hi, Madeleine. Oh, and a lot of shit.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Dave! What you got?
Surely, these can't all be.
No wonder how do each other, man. Yeah.
Got your
Fucking sick,
adamantite right here.
I was gonna say they're all competing, man, aren't they?
Saraban!
My,
Jeez.
what a grand welcome party. We come bearing relics both sacred and allegan, as well as a few other gifts that may be of help, to be presented with best wishes from the Eastern Alliance.
Upon learning of your need, Bunchin bade me deliver it on behalf of the Blue with all haste.
Thanks, Saraban.
And some forgiveness.
There.
We did, of course, need
The vessel.
what's the
Yeah,
impressive
so you do see
to
it.
get it all here in
I don't
time.
remember that. I don't even remember.
It's the Prima Vista.
It's all wonderful.
You learn more about it in the Ivalis
extraordinary
questline,
cost.
the raids.
I shudder to think of the ransom we must pay for such a bounty.
Oh, Ivalis, I can't remember how you pronounce it. I did them a few days ago.
Fret not for your coin purse, young Alphino. Lord Lolorito looks ever towards the profits of the
Tataru!
and thus the East Aldenard Trading Company went to some lengths to
Tataru
reduce
can,
financial liability, and since the Scions funded the entire venture, not a gill need be rendered up in compensation. Everything is already yours.
Did the venture?
We?
When?
Is she gonna show up?
Don't let the name fool you. This
Oh,
goalkeeper knows a thing or
Is she?
two
Where is she? I think you're ahead of me. When? Clicking. She is!
When it comes to capital investiture, a sprinkling of gil here and there will not do.
I told you.
You need enough savings to make waves when it really counts. We also have the benefit of a generous patron. Generous being rather an understatement.
Generous patron, huh?
She has supported us from the shadows since the very founding of the Scions. We even had coffers to
Oh, yeah, she said she was sending money, didn't she? She did.
Oh, Fourchenault, man. Fourchenault, you betrayed our standards
I
of
remain,
Jolien.
of course, an entirely neutral party.
God.
I simply thought our family's coffers were
Yeah.
needlessly full.
Well done, Amelia.
She was just helping, you know? Empty the coffers a bit.
We can hardly take them with us on your teeny tiny toy boat, now can we? And 'twould be a shame to leave all that hard-earned wealth unspent. Waste not.
Oh,
However did you manage so much in so short a time, though? We expected word to reach only a fraction of our allies.
Man.
Did I not tell you I have my ways?
Oh, what's he called? Aaron?
Aaron,
You were involved too.
I received a letter from Cryle after we parted ways in Labyrinthos.
everyone come back together.
I pray you do not interpret this as a betrayal of Charlie. In collecting that knowledge, what I came to appreciate most about our star is that there remains so much we do not know. That is why I chose to help the Scions. To make a long story short, the whole of the guildship cooperated to ensure your call was heard far and wide.
Damn, man, so they passed it on.
Here we go. He's Sid in the gang.
man.
Oh my god! Fucking Nidana! And Cotton is here too. Sorry, Boulder.
Fly to the moon. And why didn't you mention
See, we said we should have got Sid in.
One time you don't beg my aid, your problem's a bloody ship that can fly to the moon. Garland Ironworks' finest. You need only point us towards my new favorite ship.
Little onion-head men.
Wedge.
Oh, I nearly forgot. We stopped by Whirlit before coming here and picked up a
just a
from
package.
Gaius.
No.
Well, still, I'm surprised that
He's still of the mind
Let's
that
mention it.
actions make for better penance than words, contrite or otherwise, so we offer none of the latter. What he sent is an Allegan relic Valens used in his weapons experiments. Has a fair bit of refined adamantite in it too.
As you like us not suspect, we've also brought adamantite for Mordona's Dalamud shard.
God, everyone pulled together. Jesus.
Fascinating as all this is, I fail to see how it explains your presence here. Does Razat Khan not have more pressing concerns?
It's so much easier to just send, like, rather than, like, flying around on a huge being. You know?
We do. Yet averting the final days would be the most expedient solution. That, and I am indebted to you. 'Tis appropriate that I aid you in kind. If in the doing we bring salvation to others of this star, so much the better.
Oh, everybody's getting together and everybody's happy.
You will recall that I spoke of my father, Midgard Summer, and his journey across the great expanse.
He must have known something when he chose this.
As he travelled betwixt the stars, his resplendent scales drank of the ether in those nigh empty surrounds, and imparted to him the strength to persevere.
And so dragon scales like goddamn plant leaves. So
Thinking they might further your cause, I called out to my kin for consent. Ajdaya's answer was silence, as ever. Tiamat and Chrisvelgre, however, responded favorably to the suggestion.
Not surprised.
My sire, too, gave his assent. Thus have I brought you his own worm scales. Fit them to your purpose, and seek a worthier fate for us all.
Nidana!
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone else so familiar with the unique properties of dragon scales. So I invited myself.
A random guy photobombing behind him.
We're happy to have you.
Bugger me, this is so unbelievable. I've gone right back round to believing it again. Think of how far we could go. What we could do with that money.
Yes, let's think about it, Kokol.
We could blow up.
No, not blow up, but we need to find something, that's for sure.
This doesn't mean they're going to agree to our proposal. though.
No, doesn't mean anything.
Means they just have to hear us out, you know. Whoa.
Yes, father?
I know not what you seek of Heidelin, nor for what purpose you would take command of our ship. Yet this much is certain. To do so will be to dictate the fate of this star and the lives upon it. the lives of each and every creature, in their magnitude and their fragility. Do you understand? And are you prepared?
We have seen and we have felt how much each life shapes this world. And so we are determined to abandon none. We understand what is at stake, and we are prepared to bear this burden.
Oh!
Then I will bear it with you. I beg you, share your struggles with me. As family. You grasped my fingers with such tiny hands the day you were born. I thought my heart might burst.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
It's happening.
It was love and happiness beyond expression. Overwhelming. And a conviction so powerful that I trembled with something close to rage. I had heard the final days foretold. I swore to myself then and there that I would not let them steal your futures. The great exodus would succeed, must succeed. No sacrifice or sin was worse than the alternative. If anything gave me pause, 'twas mine own father. The Archon Louisoix openly decried Charlien's policies, a perspective which I regarded with increasing disdain as I grew older. Yet even as part of me thought him a fool, perhaps I also hoped that he, of all people, would devise a brilliant means to save my children. A naive hope, but stubborn enough that I could never bring myself to keep you apart. No, that was his doing, when he perished at Paternal. As we pulled that twisted slab of Dalamud from the sea, I remembered the warmth of your newborn touch. Chastened, I vowed never again to suffer any interference in my mission to protect you. No matter that you yourselves wished otherwise. Detest me, fight me tooth and nail, I would suffer it, and more, and be satisfied so long as I could force you onto the ship. I was wrong. You two have grown so much stronger and so much wiser than I dared dream. You have earned the right to walk your own path, and already begun to do so.
Good. Because there are things we care about, and people we love, and none of them is replaceable. Not a one.
Not a one.
It cannot have been an easy journey for you to have come so far.
We shall be glad to acquaint you with the finer details someday, once this danger has passed. All that we have seen and heard, that we have felt and learned in our travels. Ours is not a kind world, but it is beautiful. Always.
I love you.
Oh no. Are you quite sure that's wise? After all, someone turns pale and flees the room when he sees so much as an envelope containing word of your adventures. Whatever will happen if he learns what you were really up to?
Well, I think a lot of parents are like that, you know? They actually they don't fucking want to know, man, what you've been up to when you're like teenage and shit. They think they do, but they don't. Back to business.
Though I have wronged my children most gravely, I owe you an apology as well.
Thancred men fuming.
I assumed that it was the scions' influence that made them so keen to charge headlong into danger.
Yeah, I think they influenced the scions more than anything.
Yeah.
Yours, in particular.
What, me?
I see now that said influence instead brought them together with the many fine people gathered here today. In which case, I hope you continue to guide them.
If we've finished loitering about the harbour, might I suggest we put our plans into motion? People are beginning to look confused.
Perhaps you can spare a few words ere they resume the tedious lugging of cargo. You have no small number of friends and admirers here, after all.
You're more the politician, Alfie.
Oh yeah, way to throw us into the spotlight, Elfie. I'm an introvert, me.
Lend us your strength. Everybody together.
Oh my god, all this heroic music, man. Box carrying music.
Yay! Tataru. Woo!
Your assistance is appreciated. Now, in an orderly fashion, if you please.
Everybody grab a box.
Charge! What's on? I've already shown the others inside. You want to speak with Clarilyn. She has the key to the lift and continue down after me. Oh.
We're in it.
It's on the door level.
I know, but that's the building. We've never been this floor down before.
Into the dome of Amon-Ra. Oh my god. What are you doing? No! Oh shit! I was trying to RP walking all cool and shit. Okay, pause from the face thing. I mean, that looked like a space age ship, man.
Let me see it.
It's got some elegant action going.
Yeah, I thought that too. Yeah.
It's got some Star Trek action going. Oh my god.
Whoa!
Oh my god. Fourchenault Zach, man. Fourchenault Zach. Okay, I bid you welcome to Thamazane. That's how you see it. Direct your attention toward its center to behold the ark over which we have long labored. Aetherburner, as you know, has been removed for further modification, but we shall reattach it soon enough. I received word that Kokol and several of your allies are working on it with intense fervor. If anything, I fear they will not afford as much time for speaking with Heidelin ere they finish. Yeah, speaking of which, it's time. Point taken. Let us move on. I must warn you again, however, that even with the benefit of your device, to treat with her is not a simple feat. Yeah, but this is the first time we're going to speak to her, knowing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, know what her plan was and stuff, and all of that shit. This shit, the colour of this floor, and the animations of our characters running, everything reminds me so much of Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
Old Star Wars game.
Can you see below? Can you see below?
I'm going to look down. Now. Whoa.
That's where we commune with Heidelin.
It's like the Eye Nebula. A really famous nebula that you always see space photos of.
Fourchenault,
what would happen if we just backflipped into it?
Well, we kind of backflipped into that huge pit for Omega. Without really much knowledge.
Yeah, true. I do what I can to impress upon you the gravity of what lies ahead. Are you prepared? Complete your feet.
3, 2, 1. No!
No, dude!
Q fucking quick.
God, man. Why is this always happening to us? And we're getting, like, further behind with
we're getting further behind. Yeah, I wonder how, huh?
It was like a millimeter at first when this first happened, wasn't it?
Come on, top hat.
That means that you're ready.